Hey, good morning everybody. It is day 62 on the Appalachian Trail and I am hiking out of the Alpaca hostel. Had a good night in the bunk room with Lunchbox. He was the only other one there. Really cool guy. I think he's gonna go with me. No, we're not gonna hike together, but I think we're gonna both stay at the Bear Garden hostel tonight. It's only 13.5, but the weather's looking rough tonight with snow and rain and a little bit of all the kinds of precipitation, I think, starting probably about 4 or 5 today. So we'll try to get to the hostel before that and then kind of see what things look like tomorrow. Probably I want to hike tomorrow, so I'm gonna maybe look at possibly shuttling or slap packing or either just getting back on trail. Just depends kind of what the weather looks like. But thought I'd come say goodbye to the girls before I leave. The Alpacas. Good morning. I gotta leave, but I just want to say it was nice meeting and talking to y'all yesterday. You guys, or you ladies, are awesome. Y'all having a good day so far? It's nice up here. I had a good night's sleep. Did y'all sleep well? Do y'all sleep? How's that work? Do you sit down when you sleep, or you stand up, or you look like y'all are waiting on some food? Maybe somebody's gonna come bring you some food here shortly. I don't know. But anyway, it was nice getting to know you. Appreciate all the support. I'm getting back on the trail, so I'll talk to you soon. How's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Do you have a name? Howdy. Y'all are looking good. Here, I'm gonna get a couple of selfies with the alpacas and then I'll get back with you guys here in a bit down the trail. And there are the boy alpacas. Just chilling out in the morning. We'll see you guys. It was nice meeting you. Y'all have a nice day. Alright, so here I'm headed back to the trail. It's about 0.2 to get back to the trail. I'm gonna walk across a bridge down here, but there's a couple of gas stations. So I'm gonna stop and see what kind of food options they got that I can maybe get a biscuit or something and pack out with me. So we'll see how it goes. So anyway, I'll get back with you guys. Okay, peeps. I had some breakfast and averted a near disaster. Had 2 slices of breakfast pizza. They had like the Hunt Brothers pizza, but the breakfast version. So I had 2 slices of that and a honey bun. The honey bun's what almost led to disaster. I got a little bit of it on my fingers when I was using my phone. And then all of a sudden my phone wouldn't work. And I couldn't figure it out because I couldn't get it to do anything. But it was like, anyway, long story short, I had accidentally dropped the brightness down as far as it would go, and I was outside, so it was actually working, but I just couldn't see it. So like I was borderline about to go back to the alpaca farm and see if I could get a ride into town to the Verizon store, and I thought it was going to be a major disaster, but I just had to get to a dark place so I could see how to turn my brightness level back up. So whew, thank goodness. It was kind of scary. It was like 15 or 20 minutes there. I was trying to figure it out. I was finally plugged it in and I could at least see where it was charging a little bit. So kind of roughly helped me figure out what it was. So anyway, I'm doing a little road walk to start the day. I think it's about a half a mile. I'm about to cross under I-81. I can show you. There is the interstate. I know that I'm traveling far because the interstate numbers are getting bigger. I think the last one I crossed was I-40. I think I've also crossed I-26 at some point. So, as you can see, there's the blazes though. And I had a whole lot of road walking on this trip, but definitely going to have some. So, looks like there's a sign to Bristol for all you race fans. I've never been to a NASCAR race, but if I was going to go to one, I think Bristol would be a good one. It looks like it's kind of fun. So anyway, good breakfast to start the day, which is always good. Carrying a lot of food I haven't even eaten yet. Lunchbox was saying the same thing. We didn't know there's going to be this many resupply options, so we probably could have carried less food. But it's better safe than sorry out here if you're not 100% sure where you're going or what the weather's going to do. So So that's cool. So okay, looks like the trail's gonna take a turn back to civilization, or not civilization, over here. Something Caitlin taught me is that when you're walking on the road, to always stick your trekking poles out into the road, because she says people will hit you but they are less likely, if they see those trekking poles, they don't want to mess up the paint on their car, so they'll usually really get even more out of your way. So that's more good advice from Caitlin Goes Hiking. If you haven't checked her out on YouTube. She just got a new hiking partner, a little puppy. He's cute. So it looks like the trail is over here. I will look both ways far across the street, and it looks like I'm back on it. But not too bad. Basically just had to walk from the other side of the interstate over there near the store. So here we go. I'll get some more views for you guys hopefully today. I'm not sure what all I'm going to see. I don't think there's a lot of elevation. I talked to some more guys back at the store that I shuttled in with yesterday, and they're also going to stay at Bear Garden tonight. So it looks like there'll be quite a few of us there tonight at least, trying to duck out of the weather. So anyway, I'll get back with you guys at the trail. Nice little stretch of trail here. Definitely not quite as rocky as yesterday, or not rocky at all. Still pretty close to town. I could deal with this all day long though. It would be nice. So, like I said, weather coming in this afternoon. I may or may not beat it to the hostel, but I'm hopeful. Looks like the worst of it's going to be at about 4, and I'm about 12.5 miles away. And I think it's about 9 o'clock, so I actually should be able to make it as long as I don't slow down too much. So yeah, nice little section. Yeah, I'm liking Virginia so far. I do not have the Virginia blues as of yet, nor can I confirm that Virginia is for lovers. So we'll see. So several hundred more hiking miles in Virginia. So like I think I said before, it's like more mileage in Virginia than the entire trail up to Virginia. So should be interesting. We'll see. Starting to feel like I'm in Ephesus, Georgia again. Beautiful little farm country it looks like. Really nice. Pasture hiking for the win. So beautiful out. It's hard to believe it's going to be so nasty starting this afternoon, but that's how it goes. Oh gosh, people, some pretty exciting news. I'd kind of forgotten about it, but it's about to happen. It took me a while, but I have officially walked 25% of the way from Georgia to Maine. So super exciting. Oh my gosh. Took me a little longer than I thought, but I am here and I'm still rolling. So that's all you can hope for. It's definitely a marathon, not a sprint. So excited though. 25% of the way. That seems like legitimate progress. So I just got to do the same thing I just did 3 more times. Hopefully a little bit faster. So it should be a little bit faster. Definitely the mileages are going to be easier for this middle part. So here I am, a quarter of the way. Kind of strange. There's the ruins of an old shelter here. So it's like they still got a privy and still got a picnic table and some type of steps, but the shelter is gone. So I think it's just like considered a campsite now. Yeah, it looks like these were probably the steps up to the shelter, and the shelter was right there maybe where the picnic table is now. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell, but it's interesting. Okay, peeps, gonna be a slight change of plans. The weather is definitely moving in earlier than they thought, so I got a good chance of getting rained on sooner rather than later. So I'm gonna try to, there's actually 2 hostels today that were like just 3 miles apart, and I plan to go to the second one, trying to make more miles. But now looking at the weather, I'm trying to avoid getting super wet and cold if I can, so I'm gonna stay at the first hostel, so which I think is called the quarter inn. So it'll be a good little quarter way in maybe. So that's a good little celebration of crossing the 25% mark to stay there too. So it's got good reviews on gut hooks. They really both did, so it was kind of a tough call. But anyway, so that's gonna be my plan, and I'm looking at the weather for tomorrow. If it's still nasty, rainy, snowy, or whatever, I'm probably gonna just zero tomorrow and get back on Sunday, because then there's 4 days of good weather to get me to Woods Hole Hostel, which is my next stop. So I don't love it, as you know, but just kind of part of it. I've already shipped my puffy ahead, which I don't think I would use anyway. It'd just be one more thing I'd have to try to keep dry during the wet anyway. But just in general, I'm not carrying a lot of cold weather gear, so I kind of knew, given that I may have to, take a day off here and there. But I'll see what it looks like. If it's looking good tomorrow, maybe it's possible to maybe slack pack part of the day or something. I'll consider that. But otherwise, I'll just try to get somewhere dry today and then take back off Sunday morning. It's Friday today, so anyway, I'll show you a little bit more down the trail, hopefully before it starts raining. Like I said, I'm moving as fast as I can, but I just don't think I can. Probably can't even get to the first one before the rain gets here, but we'll see. You never know. I'm open-minded, so just move as fast as I can and see what happens. Sure, you probably can't tell on video, but got some snow flurries started. I don't know if I stop, if you can see them easier. Maybe a few. You might can see that a little bit. So yeah, the weather's getting here, but I'm only 1.5 downhill from the road crossing I got to go to get to the hostel, and then I think the hostel's like 0.3 west. Oh yeah, snow's coming in a little bit more now. Feels kind of good on my face, kind of hot, so I didn't have to pull out the rain jacket. I did pull out the Maui though, just to keep warm. It's a little wintry mix coming at us, so I'll be happy to get dry. Like I said, a little less than 1.5 miles, so it shouldn't take me too long. It looks like this is just a little phase passing through, and then it's going to clear off. Most of the weather's coming later, I think. So anyway, see if I can make it. It's downhill, so really no excuse not to. Like I could, worst comes to worst, I could roll downhill, I guess. Oh my gosh. Okay, Pete, making my way down towards the road in director's view. The snow has stopped, which is good, so I should have plenty of time to get to the hostel. It's only probably, I think, less than 1 mile to the road and then 0.3 to the hostel. So I got a couple of comments on my director's view earlier that it was pixelated, not great. So I'm using the wide angle lens here. Maybe that's better. So y'all give me a little feedback on this, and if this is working good, I'll try to keep it in this mode all the time. I think the other one I was just maybe zoomed in too far, so I won't give up on this director's view just yet. But anyway, a little shorter day than I wanted, but I'm gonna get dry from this cold, wet, snowy, icy, whatever weather that's coming up in basically the next 24 hours, maybe 24 to 32 hours. Wouldn't be such a big deal, except I got to climb some pretty high elevations coming up in the next few miles. So it's kind of a pretty cool little crevice there. But yeah, so anyway, so I got that coming up, and that's the most worrisome thing to try to get through weather-wise. So like I said, after that, like the next 4 days look really good, so I shouldn't have any problems getting to Woods Hole, and probably making up some miles too, do some longer days. I think the elevation is going to be pretty friendly, so we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, happy to finally cross the quarter-way mark today. That was cool. Like I said, it took me longer than I wanted, but that's why I started early, so I'd have time to do it and enjoy it, and do what I needed to do. If I had to get off trail a couple days here and there for injuries or whatever. I mean, I am 50. Like, I can't compare myself to these little kids out here that's like 25 and 30. They obviously their bodies are in a little better shape than mine. So anyway, just got to be tough and keep going and keep making my way to Maine. So meeting some cool new people as I keep changing course. So that's kind of cool. I do miss my folks that are ahead of me, but I'm sure I'll see them again somewhere down the line. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this episode right here. Like I said, I'm just gonna try to get in the hostel, get my stuff washed and take a shower and rest and kind of see what tomorrow looks like. And then I may shoot like a little quarter of the way update and kind of give you some stats and maybe some thoughts on my first 25% of the trip. Might be a good time to do that. So I may do that tomorrow if I'm not hiking. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching as always, and like and subscribe to keep seeing more videos of number 2 Pencil trying to make his way through the woods all the way to Maine. Will he make it? Will he not make it? Who knows? I don't know. Like, I wish I knew, but it's just not something you can know. Like, everybody at this point, I guess wants to think they're going to make it. You never know what's going to happen, so we'll just have to see. So appreciate y'all watching, like I said, and I'll get back with you in the next episode. Peace out.